There's a classic O. Henry story, The Gift of the Magi. Jim and his wife Della are a couple living in a modest apartment. You might have heard this story, you might remember it. On Christmas night, Della sells her hair for $20 to a nearby hairdresser to buy a chain for Jim's pocket watch. Later, Jim walks in and sees Della, and Della admits that she sold her hair to buy his present. Jim then gives Della her present, an assortment of combs. Useless now. Della then shows Jim the chain that she bought for him, and Jim says, well, I sold the watch to get the money to buy the combs. And they're left with gifts that neither one can use, and they realize how far they're willing to go to show their love for each other. Still, it was pretty traumatic for both of them. And Jim and Della, of course, know that trauma can really trigger other mental health issues, including depression. So off they went to the therapist to learn coping mechanisms and perhaps a better way to route their anxiety and depressive tendencies. Let's take a listen.
Della, Jim, in our last session, we talked about how effective counting to 10 was when we were angry before saying anything, and we decided to try 10ing no matter what emotion we were having. How'd that go for you? Oh, don't do it here. I bill by the hour.
It worked out okay.
Yeah, but I wouldn't miss it if we stopped doing it.
Me neither. I'm glad you said that.
I'm glad you agree with me.
Still keeping up with the glads, then?
Yes, we're gladding at each other all the time.
Though I wouldn't miss it if we stopped that.
That's not funny, Jim. That's not funny at all.
Well, no, I
Never stop gladding me, Jim. I swear to God. It's the light my heart plant needs to grow.
okay, I'm glad you like it.
I don't like it, Jim. I need it.
I hear you, and I hear what you said.
Wait, what is that?
What? What?
Hear what you said? Did someone, are you seeing another therapist?
No, no.
Oh my God, you're seeing someone else. Is it Curtis?
No, I just said what my instincts told me to say to her.
Okay, let's change. Jim, Della, how was Christmas?
It was great. It was best ever in a way.
In a way.
It was lovely and ironic.
Conversational pivot. You're just supposed to say fine.
Okay. You see, Jim saw these lovely combs that he just knew would comb my long hair really just perfectly, and...
Wait. Your hair isn't long. Did you get a haircut?
Don't.
You're getting ahead of the story.
Don't get ahead of the story.
I'm sorry, please.
Okay, so you know how selling hair is really common?
Yes, of course.
Who hasn't sold some hair, right?
Can't walk a block without seeing a hair buying place.
Yeah, hair retail is a giant market, one of the biggest.
Right, way up.
So I sold my hair, which, I had all that hair. I made a lot of money, but all those real sweet combs turned from the most thoughtful gift of all time to such a bittersweet gift. Bordering on mean.
That does sound mean. But at least you were hair money rich.
But I wasn't rich because I used that money to buy a chain.
For Jim's pocket watch?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That pocket watch.
I know.
It's the best thing about Jim.
Right?
Oh man.
So great.
It's just so perfect.
Why I married him.
Why I would marry him.
Only one thing wrong with it.
No chain.
No chain.
No chain good enough.
I found the chain good enough.
Oh, must have cost a fortune.
It did.
Oh my God. You used all your hair money.
I did use all my hair money.
Only problem is, I sold the pocket watch.
Jim! How could you?
Well, I'll tell you how I could. I sold it to buy the set of combs for Della.
Aww. Wait, how expensive were these combs?
Real expensive, like expensive as a pocket watch.
Well, I see what you're saying about ironic Christmas.
Yeah, but that's not even the ironic part.
Well, it is unironic part.
Sure, but the real ironic part is that without her hair, I kind of don't love Della.
And ironically, without that pocket watch...
How could you even love Jim?
Exactly.
I'll tell you how. Don't you see? It's right in front of you. You're both terrible, sweet dummies who are both just so exact samesies.
Because we both sacrificed our one lovable thing about us for our loved one,
And would do it again once our hair grew back?
and once his watch grew back.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but really because each of your love is fixated on the one thing of the other. Therefore, you're kind of perfect for each other.
Meh.
Ish.
Okay, so maybe you call it a day, marriage-wise.
Right?
That rings true.
Was expecting a little harder pushback on that.
Why would we?
No.
Maybe figure out the solution yourselves?
Solution?
What solution could there possibly be?
Gift receipts.
Gift receipts.
You return the combs, you can buy your watch back, return the chain, you can buy some hair.
Oh, doctor.
That's perfect.
You have saved this marriage.
Just saved it.
Nearly.
Pending us returning the gifts and buying our watch and hair.
That's right. That's exactly right. Then yes, our marriage will be saved.
Hang on. I just thought of something based on what you just said. You sold your stuff to get her this junk, right?
Yeah.
And you sold yours to buy his?
We're very poor.
Yeah, but I just got how poor exactly that you are.
Yes, well, so, okay.
How is it, poor as we have now established that you are, do you afford these sessions?
We scrimp and
Our
we...
our copay.
I know what your copay is, Jim. You should be able to afford combs and a chain, but you can't? So I'll ask you again, and I'll remind you that it's against the law to lie in this room. So under threat of legal action and possible jail time, how do you afford these sessions?
It's also ironic, really.
Is it?
Well, we sold our marriage to pay for these sessions.
Oh, you poor, dumb, idiotic idiot lovebirds.
Ethically, can you still see us?
Legally, can you?
I mean, yes, legally and ethically, but maybe not morally. I'll have to ask a priest.
But you sold your religion to start this practice.
I know, but I kept the receipt.